wanna dance to.
Our story starts with a hedgehog. He's not just a regular hedgehog, though. He has hidden powers hidden with his colors, Hidden powers that he doesn't even know himself how to activate. One day, he's just running around, his land, until he sees something in the far distance. Something told him that this wasn't right, and he needed to go figure out what it was. So he ran to that area. When he got there, well, he meets a three-tailed fox with green and blue colors. He yells at him to help him out since he got kidnapped from his homeworld. Well, not homeworld, but his home island. So, Shinru asks him a few questions first. Who is he, and why is he there? The fox tells Shinru that he's a three-tailed fox. His name is Trios the fox. He's a smart engineer who, got kidnapped by this mysterious guy just so he could fix up all of his robots and take over the world. And then he asked Shinru who he was and what he was doing here. He said that his name is Shinru, and that he was a, hedgehog with untapped powers and, needing to upgrade his style as well. So, he was there to figure out what it was doing in his island and why there were so many robots all over the place. So, Trios and Shinru, now understanding each other's backstories, untied Trios, and Trios pointed in the sky where the mysterious robot was. Fueled by some kind of energy that was transpired by this area, Shinru powers up and flies into space, where he fights the metallic robot monster. So after Shinru killed the bot, they flew. Trios picked him up in the plane as Shinru was descending from space, and Dr. Siren was there. He was the evil mastermind that kidnapped Trios and made the robots. And now he was trying to create some kind of portal. So it was up to Shinru and Trios to go stop him, beat up this thing, and, stop the portal. Which they did. Afterwards, to celebrate this victory, they went home. They went home to relax and just, be around.
A few moments later.
Later on, Shinru would go onto into the beach and notice that another island was under attack. And they needed to go and stop whoever was causing this ruckus. So began the portal adventure. So as they get to the island, they're ambushed by flying UFO bots that they gotta shoot down before they kill them. So, as they fight through, they notice that the area that they saw from the island getting attacked wasn't actually the island itself. It was an area near it. So, after fighting through all the UFOs, Shinru and Trios went exploring. Eventually, Shinru gets tired of just running around the eerie emptiness, and he calls in Trios to come pick him up. But suddenly, a portal appears, instantly teleporting him to some base. Shocked, Shinru goes into the base and finds Dr. Siren, the evil mastermind behind this whole shebang. Shinru and Dr. Siren have some funny little banter, and then he reveals the ultimate creation, metallic Shinru. Scared, Shinru goes and starts to fight him because he does not know what he's capable of. So he has a cool little fight. So after defeating the metallic Shinru bot, Shinru looks into the sky, where Dr. Siren flew up into a bot. Then another portal appears, dropping 7 rubies. These special rubies will be important for later. Shinru picks them up and he starts pulsing with some energy. And then he notices this portal is still open. And he goes through it, and there he is. The metallic harmonicon. The most advanced attack that Dr. Siren has made. And it's all up to Shinru to defeat it and save the world. Shields immediately picked up Shinru afterwards, and they got spit out in another dimension somewhere where there was a lot of people to fight. Some for the right reasons, and some for the wrong. And new friends to be made as well. Don't get them wrong. But this is the Brawl of everything. Once landing in the area, Shinru and Trials would look around, trying to find anyone who was hostile to them. Eventually, Sonic would run into Shinru, and for some reason, they would start fighting. But after a good fight, Sonic turned out to be one of the homies, you know. He turned out to be a really nice guy, helping out, trying to figure out what is going on, why it's happening, and how it's happening. While he was trying to figure that out, somebody with a sword just approached him. He looked like Knuckles, but it was not Knuckles at all. Simply another echidna. His name was Blade, and he challenged Shinru to a fight. So, Shinru got into a battle stance, and Blade drew his sword, and it was just like a JoJo reference. And then they fought. And then they became friends. Later on, Shinru would be running around, trying to figure out what's going on. Then suddenly, he would run into this dark red with lime greenish outline. He would start talking to him, but then the hedgehog would start getting hostile with him, talking about this is the end of the Coderverse as we know it. And Shinru, confused, asked him what's going on, but instead of explaining to it, they start fighting. Next, we have Carl Butcherman. He's a news anchor for the Scratch News. You'll see him on the channel every once in a while, because he runs a show, Scratch News, telling you what's going on next and whatever else he decides to talk about. So yeah. So one day he was doing his usual news thing, and then he just got randomly teleported into the Coderverse, and well, just like Shinru and Trials, he had to fight. Eventually, The hedgehog that was fighting Shinru earlier would become part of the homies. Revealing his name to be Stardust, and to be from the same world as Shinru and Trials, he explained that he just knows a lot of stuff since he's just... I don't know, he just decided to learn everything one day because he was bored. That's it. That's really it. That's his backstory. He just knows everything because he's literally read every single informational book. So he knows what's going on, how this place works, and most importantly, how to get out. And so we meet this orange-haired dude who loves slapping people and throwing people into each other. Well, he's mostly doing this because this clone man is evil and trying to get rid of him. Trying to get rid of the original. So the clone spawns in multiple different people from around the Coderverse. And even Sonic is one of them. So what he does is get punched around and try to defeat them. But since another portal showed up, he gets excited because he knows someone's coming to help him. It's none other than the man himself, Shinru the Hedgehog. Both of them together, they team up, they beat him up, and save him.
Amazing!
Alright, clone. Now it's just you and me. You did not.
So, the clone man spawns in a zucchini with the goof right next to him. Shocked, they start fighting. He eventually the guy starts losing with the power of the goof right behind the zucchini. He was unmatched. So now, the goof tells the zucchini to use his super laser blast! So then after getting beamed, the goofy boy, which was his name, entered the Coderverse. And with that, they became friends, because he saved him. So, as a thing of that, they start fighting together, and then eventually, Stardust reveals to everybody what the real evil is. There are 3 bosses that they have to defeat. Metallic Shinru, who somehow returned. The Bean, the Ninja Bean's worst enemy. And the Scratchesto Cat, leader of everything. Of this whole operation, pretty much. So Carl, on his way to go beat up one of the bosses, he runs into this ninja man called the Speedcoder, who talks him out of fighting anybody and just invites him to go chill at Waveless Overlap, a zone that has some very interesting capabilities in the Coderverse. You see, the Coderverse has some wild and honestly beautiful areas. Just look at it. Carl and Speedcoder are mesmerized there for a good while. So, it was from this very spot that the Speedcoder would join Carl Butcherman's team in the Scratch News, solidifying their friendship forever. Forever as best friends. Telling everybody the news. So in order to figure out what happened to the other bosses, you will have to play the game for yourself, since I don't want to spoil it here. Well, I would not spoil it, but, get the experience for yourself. I'll link it in the description. It's free and it works on every single OS, except for Linux. But if you have a Mac or Windows, then you can run it. And there's even a web version for anything I might have missed. But yes. This is where... Yeah, this is where the bosses get killed. And yeah, this is what happens afterwards as well.
So, did we do it? Did we save the Coderverse from disaster? We're finally done?
Yeah, Sonic, we did it. We saved the Coderverse, and now we can all go home.
Yeah, it's done, guys. I'm gonna leave and do my own thing. I will see you guys another time.
Aw, damn. Well, thank you for everything, Blade. Been a great help. See you later. Yeah, Blade, I hope we get to see you sometime in the future. Stardust? What are you doing here?
Alright, listen up, Shinru, and Sonic, and Trials. I need you three to come with me to this island so that we can discover some things on there. Because there's some things on that island that I need you guys to help me check out. Alright? So, whether you like it or not, you guys are coming with me, and there's no negotiating. Alright?
No, okay, now, hold on, Stardust. I've known you for, like, how long now? Like, a week or two? And you want us to go to some island to help you figure out some kind of weird thing on that island? And you expect us all to agree and come with you?
Yeah, listen, why do you need us is the better question. Why do you need the three of us? Why can't Blade come? Why can't he come? Give us a good reason. Give us a good reason why we should come with.
It's because I need you guys in your abilities to help me out. Alright? If you don't help me, then I don't know. Then the world might be gone. Our world might be gone. Which means that you need to help me.
So what will you be helping you say or check out?
If you want to say world, North Island, South Island, West Side Island, East Side Island. There's a fifth island. It's called Chester Island. You need to come with us. Blade can't come since he's not from our world. Alright. So, if you don't mind.
Whoa, hold on, the fifth island? I knew there was more islands, but it's the fifth one? A fifth mainline island? See, and it's called Chester Island? How come we never heard of this one before?
Actually, I have, but only in Legends.
So, what did you hear in this legend that you were talking about?
I heard that it was some kind of island with weird energy crystal things similar to the Chaos Emeralds, but I didn't think it was true.
It looks like we got an adventure on our hands. Let's go!
Alright, now let's go. We got a world to save.
So Goofy Boy would be taken from the ground into a portal and launched right into his own homeworld. As for the others... So, Shinru, Sonic, and Stardust and Trials would fly the hurricane through a portal back home. And they would go and uncover the secrets of Chester Island. What's wrong with Chester Island? How to fix it. And then... well, finally go home, take a rest, and then go take Sonic home, and then, you know, just beat up Dr. Siren if he needs to be beaten up. Then after that, it'll all be over. So I thought. So, that was a whole timeline from Shinru the Hedgehog all the way down to Super Brawl 2 and Shinru 11 now, and Goofy Boy, the threat to the Goofon lands. Well, hope you guys stick around to see the full timeline. Everything's over. Well, not when everything's over, but stick around, play the games, and just have a good time. Thanks for sticking around, and see ya.